I'm Clay Aiken. Welcome to the Comedy Central roast of Erik Bottcher. I'm really thrilled to be here. I'm proud to be here to support Erik and talk about a little bit about my history with Erik. We met over 20 years ago when he tried to audition for American Idol and did about as well singing as he just did dancing. Listen, you're allowed to do that when you're in a safe district, right? You can dance all you want to. When Erik texted me and asked me to be here today, I told him, absolutely, I have nothing better in my life to do than to be here at a big, heavily produced performance to praise you all afternoon. And he did not seem to pick up on the sarcasm, so I'm here anyway. And I'm very impressed at the production levels. Kristi Noem would be proud. But no taxpayer dollars were spent on this afternoon, unlike Kristi Noem. So, thank you to Erik. I did meet Erik about 20 years ago. His story is a uniquely New York story, I think. He grew up in a town in the Adirondack Mountains and moved to New York City to better his life, to start a new life for himself. He talked a lot about growing up gay in the Adirondack Mountains, struggling with depression, surviving suicide attempts. He's been very open and honest with his own struggles as he's tried to make sure he does everything he can to help those here in the city and the state who have their own. And now, since all I wrote was jokes, let me read exactly what he told me to read. Like so many people before him, he came to New York looking for something better, for belonging, for community, for a place he could build a new life. And New York gave him that home. But Erik didn't just find home here. He devoted his life to giving back to the city that saved him. And that is true. I had the opportunity to run for office myself a few times. And I can tell you that I'm never doing that shit again. Because too often I think we see in politics these days people who don't necessarily do it for the right reasons. People who go to better their own stature, to have a shingle to hang out, to have that business card, to put a big banner with their face on it in the lobby. But Erik's not that person, usually. I have said to many people that as much as I am completely and utterly done with politics, there are very few people who I would advocate for and support, and Erik's one of them because he truly works for his community. He shows up. He doesn't do it to be flashy, except for the earrings. He does not do it to be flashy. He does it to really help the people. He's done that on the city council. He will continue to do that in the state senate. If you are a constituent of his, I know you are proud to have him as a state senator. If you live in New York City, you've had the blessing of having him as a city councilor for the past several years, and he's done an incredible amount of work. So now he's a state senator. His district runs from Christopher Street. I live in North Carolina, if you couldn't tell by the voice. All the way to 103rd. Or as he was specifically instructed, as I was specifically instructed to say by Senator Brad Hoylman Siegel, from the gay bars to the bars. Seems pretty appropriate. There you go. I will say I think that the city needs more people like Erik. The state of New York needs more people like Erik. The country needs more people like Erik who go to office to make sure they better other people's lives. So there are a lot of you here this evening, this afternoon. I know most of us are here because we're gay, but many of us are here because we want to celebrate Erik and be so proud of the work he has done and that the work he will continue to do. We're going to be serenaded by some incredibly talented people. They couldn't afford me, but other people. We're going to be serenaded by some incredibly talented people. You're going to hear from Erik's friends, some of his colleagues in both the city of New York and the state. And I want to introduce some of the people who are here today. The last time I was in this building, unlike you, I believe you've won every race you've ever competed in. Is that correct? Yes. I've lost everything I've ever attempted to do. And I'm having a little bit of shell shock because the last time I was in this room, do you know? The last time I was in this room was live on TV when I lost Celebrity Apprentice. So I have many reasons to hate them. But since today is special, I felt like I would introduce the elected officials who are here this afternoon in the style of Donald Trump. So, State Senator Jabari Brisport is here. Jabari Brisport is here. City Council Member Gail A. Brewer. State Senator Brian Kavanaugh is here. State Senator Liz Kruger. Assembly Member Micah Lasher. The City Comptroller Mark Levine. State Senator John Liu. State Senator Monica Martinez. Former Congressmember Mondaire Jones. City Council Speaker Julie Menon. Former Manhattan Borough President Ruth Messinger. Representative Gerald Nadler. New York State Comptroller Thomas DiNapoli. Assembly Member Harvey Epstein. Former Assembly Member Richard Gottfried. Let me see if I get this one right. U.S. Senator Charles Schumer. Assembly Member Rebecca A. Seawright. Manhattan Borough President Brad Hoylman Siegel. New York State Attorney General Letitia James. Assembly Member Linda Rosenthal. State Senator and incredible vocalist Gustavo Rivera. City Council Member Lincoln Ressler. Assembly Member Jordan Wright. And the City Public Advocate Jumani Williams. Oh.
Assembly Member Deborah Glick. State Senator Leroy Comrie.
Weren't on my list. Somebody's getting fired. So today is all about the beginning of a new chapter for Erik, for the 47th District, for the state of New York. I am excited to be here, to celebrate Erik with you. Erik, thank you for allowing me to be here. And I'm done. I think I killed it, honestly. So I feel real bad. I feel real bad for whoever has to follow me. Oh.
Thank you, sweetheart. Thank you.
Oh, poor guy. Dan Slippen with the American Museum of Natural History. Bring him out.